behind me. Another rider here, another rider, yep, there. And then Annika, you see those 2 cones down there? Those are your 2. So the objective is to ride about a 6-ish meter circle around each cone, and then change direction, ride the same size circle around the other cone. As you go and you maintain a really steady footfall, a nice active 1, 2, 3, 4, you're inviting the horse's neck to lower towards the ground as much as possible. But that doesn't mean getting sleepy and you know, dopey and falling asleep. We want a nice long stretch, but we want the strides to stay active. Good, Annika, super. And right here, just lower your inside hand, yeah, good. And then as soon as the neck starts to drop, you could bring the hand back up into a neutral position right in front of your hip. Make sure both of your circles are the same size. I know that seems kind of self-evident, but sometimes if the horse is really dominant on one side of their body, and I think we found that here with this guy yesterday, the circle in one direction will be a lot bigger than the other way. In the other direction, you'll find yourself kind of tromping over the cone. So nice equal sized circles, check the footfall, check your body, make sure you're not staring at the horse's head. And again, the objective is to invite their neck to really stretch and relax. Yeah, good, Annika, good. We want their neck as low as possible for the reason of really taking the work in the beginning out of the neck muscles. Later on, the neck muscles really do help raise the back and pull the weight out of the forehand. But if they're in a state of hypertension and they're trying to create movement and locomotion as well as stabilize movement, they can get quite rigid, and when that happens, they block the back. The motion of the horse does not swing through the back. And we always want to make sure they're just swinging through their back with as much freedom as possible. Okay, so curving the horse's spine towards the cone, nice rhythmic footfall. 3 miles per hour is a good general rule of thumb for your walk tempo. And then you can make your way out to the rail, tracking left. So you just go ahead and leave your cones, go out to the rail, tracking left. And then we're gonna play a little bit with lengthening and shortening their top line. So we're gonna alternate back and forth between a working walk and asking the horse to walk on a nice long rein. So the first thing that you're gonna do is really lock into your walk rhythm, because we do not want that to change, regardless whether we're lengthening or shortening the stride. We want the rhythm to stay exact. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, lively tempo. Okay, and then gradually lengthen your reins. You're just offering the horse to stretch down. They might not take you up on it, but the goal is, as we cycle through this over and over, that they will start to seek that contact as you make it longer. Okay, lift your sternum, nice tall spine. Gently gather the reins back up and find your working walk. Give yourself about 3 or 4 strides. So it's never abrupt. Like in the beginning, it's just about asking the back muscles to carry different tone here. To come a little bit more toned as we get rounder, but that doesn't mean clamping up the back and slowing down or getting crooked, right? It still means staying nice and fluid. And then we check to see how fluid the back muscles are by lengthening the reins again and inviting them to stretch down nice and long. Go ahead and do that now. So lock into your walk rhythm. Your hips are swinging at this very deliberate rhythm. Good, Grace, good, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. And then gather your reins back up. Again, give yourself a few strides. It's not a dressage test. You don't need to take them in quickly. Be really smooth. Shorten a little bit, shorten a little bit. Your body keeps the rhythm. Nice. Good. You want the horse's neck to feel very adjustable and soft. No twisting, no fighting the contact, no slowing down, no swishing the tail. Just smooth. And one more time, lengthen the reins. Little by little, just making it available. Every day the stretch might be a little different, and that's an important data point. Sometimes your horse might stretch all the way to the dirt. Sometimes they might be hesitant to get lower than their chest. If we do this little simple routine every single day, though, it keeps them really consistent with their stretching. That's what we're after. Yeah, that's good. Good here. Very nice. Okay, now gather your contact back up. Make your way again to your cones. It doesn't have to be the same set of cones. It can be different, but just make your way to a set of cones. So we're still working with the cones this way, side to side across the arena. And then again, building on what we did yesterday, you're going to alternate at each cone a turn on the forehand and a turn on the haunches. So for example, you would walk at a nice brisk walk to this cone. You would slow the walk steps a little bit, make a turn on the forehand around this cone, and then walk briskly forward to the next cone, do a turn on the haunches at the next cone. I'm gonna give you a little bit more room because he's a big guy. Modify, yeah, give them the idea. Again, yeah, if you're not well versed yet in turn on the haunches, we can work on introducing that. If you're not sure what the cue is, don't be shy, and we can explore that together. We're kind of a mixed group here, so some of us did a little bit of this yesterday, some of us might just be starting out. So turn on the forehand, followed by nice forward walk steps to your next cone. That's so the horse isn't just getting stuck in their body. We always want to give them the idea of forward. And forward doesn't mean frantic, right? But it does mean flow, go forward as soon as we're done this little maneuver. Don't just get stuck on the spot. Oh, right shoulder down here. To go down and look at this right shoulder. There you go. And forward. Good. Forward, 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 forward. Yes. Okay, now what are we doing here? Turn on the haunches. That was a quiz. You're like, well, I don't know. Okay, this is turn on the forehand.
Well, it's a hot mess is what it is.
No problem. No worries. It can be less of a hot mess. Okay, and now forward. Now we get stuck. Okay.
Yeah, he just gets so stuck there that
he does get stuck.
Is he a baby also?
Look at me.
Is he young also?
And if he's pushing to the right, right hand way down, and you might need to shorten it, but as soon as you cross over the neck, he's won. All right, he won with that right shoulder. You got to keep your right hand down on that side of the shoulder. Yes. He came out thinking strongly about that right shoulder today. Oh, good boy. Okay, and again, like I said in the previous lesson, if the horse gets confused and or overstimulated, you can leave the exercise at any point and give him a little break. Okay, that's on you. So we're all at different stages, but if at any point you need to give him a little break, go ahead and do that. Yeah, right hand down. Just keep it there. Turn, turn, turn. And now come forward. Doesn't matter how ugly it is, just go forward. Don't let him get bunched up. Yeah, that's okay. No bunching up. He can throw his head in the air, but none of this backing or blowing sideways. Oh, he wants to be a Western horse. Let me try that again. Okay. Alrighty. Watch your right hand. Don't cross the neck. Yes.